Y'all, I'm dumb. Y'all, I am fucking stupid. I am so stupid. Please tell me y'all can see me now. Please let me know if y'all can see me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm here. I can hear myself now. Hello, everyone. I'm literally a dumbass. I have never scheduled a stream before in my life. I didn't know I had to hit go live. Oh my god. Anyway, I literally just did like 5 minutes of like anxious Lynn to no one, which I'm kind of happy that none of y'all saw, cause holy shit. Sponsored by Dr. Pepper. What's the worst that could happen? I actually have, okay, I have my soda. I have popcorn. I am so excited about this. How is everyone today? Oh. How is everyone? Oof. I feel like such a dumbass for doing that. Holy shit. Hi, how are you? What's up, Linster? I feel really stupid right now. But we're gonna be reacting to Dan and Phil. I'm very excited. I have been watching these two since like 2010, and I've always loved their content. So, I need me some gay British men right now. But holy shit, y'all. Good now that I can watch you. Wait, that sounded weird. Not like that. No, you were all good. You were all good. I'm on my period still. Oh no. Fun fact, my phone charger is protesting and doesn't want to charge up my phone. That sucks. I only know of Dan and Phil because of Ashton's Massive, who stole my sofa video for 2013. So, when I was younger, I was really obsessed with, like, British YouTubers. So I absolutely love them. Hello, how are you? Amazing, Phil and Dan is not on fire, right? Yep. I'm very excited about this. I have not watched the video yet. Thank you. I don't know why. I've been so anxious today. Like, so incredibly anxious. And I'm just like, can my anxiety motherfucking stop? Oh. I never heard of them. Well, you're about to hear of them. So essentially what happened was they both started making content around like 2009, 2010. And a lot of people speculated over the years that they were in a relationship. They were very vague about their sexuality and everything like that. Which understandable. I don't think anyone necessarily has to come out if they do not want to. They took about a 5-year hiatus, and I think they came back to the internet in 2022 or 2023. Like, occasionally making content here or there, that kind of stuff. And this past Monday, they put out a video essentially saying that they've been in a relationship for the whole 16 years, which, like, I'm ready to hear about it. I really am. Like, I'm a nosy bitch. I love hearing about people's relationships. I love it. And it's a 45-minute video, so this is going to be a bit of a long stream. When you're in the South, I think it's called dangxiety. Oh my god, stop. Oh, Shadow, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be starting in like 2 minutes. I'm in kinship, so don't mind me right now. You are all good, Fox. You're all good. What happened? I don't think I've ever seen Ashton. Ashen? I don't think I've heard of them. It was clear they were extremely queer. Well, I mean, like, being out back then was genuine. Like, it's hard. I mean, being out at any point is hard. It was bad back then. It was bad. Hi, how are you? Thank you, Cece. I appreciate it. Okay, y'all. I think I'm gonna get going. I can't with this. Okay. I'm so excited for this, y'all. You're about to see, like...
All right, let's get this over with.
Yep.
Are Dan and Phil in a relationship?
Yes.
All right, bye. Oh, sorry, you wanted more.
Yo, Dan is me. I'd be like, yep, okay, bye. That's it. We're done. I'm good. Nothing else to talk about here. Oh my god. They're so stinking cute. I can't with these two. I can't.
What did you?
Oh.
You want the juice?
Okay.
The tea, the blood, the tears, the.
Oh my god.
I hope there was no...
You're gonna have to watch a
Jesus.
bit longer.
It's okay, it's gonna be fun. I believe in your attention span.
Relationship. What does that word even mean? What is our relationship, Phil? Friends, lovers, comedy duo, business partners, flatmates.
That's not what people want to
Oh,
know.
what do they need to know? Are you dating?
Ah.
Is it romantic? No, let's be honest. Have you Are you currently f***ing?
Like right
Okay,
now.
but actually,
How's
that
that
is what I
work?
want to know.
God.
I think a lot of people want to know everything.
Well, should a lot of people mind their goddamn business? Or, hey, should we finally stop all of this weird vagueness and just tell the truth?
One of the biggest conspiracies.
I can't, like... I'm not gonna lie. I can't imagine going that long. 16 years without confirming a relationship. Like, everyone is entitled to go about their relationship however they want. But, like, oh my god. This is, like... I am nosy. I can't
This
wait.
is in the history of the internet. Is Phan real?
Phan is real.
We're gonna talk about it.
The cinema. Wait, they're so cute, right? I love them. 16 years is wild, oh my god. That's what I'm saying, Sophie. That's a long time. Starring the people of social media? Stop. I knew this would be good, that's why I have popcorn. I hope they did this in a safe environment. It's been
Alright, here's the
real.
itinerary.
What is the conspiracy? Why we never talked about it? Why we are talking about it now? And what is the truth?
These are blank, by the way.
Did you like that intro? It's a metaphor.
And now we're
Wow.
sitting on the metaphor.
Somehow that feels homophobic. I'm not sure how. I think that
It
was a hate
does.
crime. So what is this? A beauty vlogger drama video? A mukbang? Should we get a pizza in and
I could
cry
eat.
over it like a sad gay bukkake?
my-
After years of trying to
y'all,
convince people
you know
that
what
we.
I'm gonna do? Hold up. I need to get my headphones. I don't want like an echo going on. Okay. Let me do this real quick.
We are
perfect.
respected performers, writers, comedians. Now we're just tabloid gossip fodder.
No, we might just be sat on a bed, but we've got colourful side lights now.
Yeah.
We're going to have chapter markers. That makes it a pretentious documentary.
True.
Fuck yeah.
Chapter 1, The Conspiracy. Dan and Phil, two OGs
Oh my God,
of
they're
YouTube,
so
millions
cute.
of fans, billions of views, but one big secret.
It's not a secret. Look at how Dan has looked at this man for a decade and a half. Literally 16 years. This is insane. Audio sounds good to me. Oh, okay, perfect. I can't. Like, he literally loves this man. It was never a secret. I literally remember watching their videos as a teenager and being like, I want someone to look at me the way that Dan looks at Phil. Because low-key, like, out of the two of them, I was always like, I love Dan more, like, blah, blah, blah. In my heart of hearts, I know I'm as ridiculous as Phil, and, like, you know, I love it. Is Phil no longer amazing? No. Phil is amazing. I preferred Dan over Phil. However, in my heart of hearts, I know I'm.
For anyone out of the loop, why is this interesting? Wow, two British guys. Haven't had enough of those in history.
Hi, I'm Dan Howell, reporting for All Y'all Snoopy Motherfuckers. And I am stood outside Dan and Phil's iconic London apartment. That's right.
Such a shame.
I'm doxing these nerds. But don't worry, this is nothing new, because the internet already stalked Dan and Phil to the extent that a fan perfectly recreated the entire property on Roblox, including the view from outside of the windows on Google Street View.
Oh, they live
Fucking
above a
insane.
screw fix. Ironic.
How is that ironic? What does that even mean? Shut up. We asked the head of gay at the Covert League for observing suspicious erotic theories.
What is the appeal of Dan and Phil that ruined millions of lives by watching YouTube instead of studying for exams? They
True.
say opposites attract, but how attracted are we talking?
Dan and Phil are your typical happy and grumpy double act trope. One's sarcastic, one's silly, one's innocent,
Yeah.
and the other's edgy.
Oh my God.
Side note, people are always like, wow, Phil's so innocent. You were dead ass 26 being infantilized by 13-year-olds. You were out there having YouTuber gay orgies every VidCon.
He's joking.
Wait.
Am I?
Yeah.
Double conspiracy.
Double fanatration.
Listen. We know that a lot of these motherfuckers, a lot of YouTubers, are ex-theater kids. You know what happens in theater, y'all. I guarantee you there have been, like, OG YouTube orgies. I would put, like, actual money on that.
You know when you take something too far? Like so far. You've done
Sorry.
a full lap.
Yeah, someone once said that they watched my videos with their mum, and they really appreciated that I didn't curse, and that, for some reason, stuck with me. I wanted to be a good guy, you know?
For them.
But we're all older now, so fuck that.
Phil said, fuck you and your mum.
No, I didn't.
The dichotomy is compelling. The sun and the moon, good and evil. It's the perfect match.
It really is.
Sorry, I have to be honest. Dan's depressing, Phil's annoyingly joyful. Phil can save his mental health. Then
can.
Dan can nurse Phil's physical health. It's
Jesus.
so angsty. And then the
Thank you
secret
so
ingredients.
much.
A dash of
Thank
parasocial
you,
reality. When these are real boys putting their life on the internet, it hits so much harder. And then when you add the scandalous truth into the mix.
Is that a vial of
Shut up, no! It's the glue that holds us together.
Oh, really?
That does not look right.
Whoa, wait, hold on. Is an old school YouTuber, internet comedian who's been making. Oh my God, since 1998? That's insane. That's wild. Imagine being on the internet for that long and started posting on YouTube in 06.
That's that at the bottom there.
Wow, look at that concoction. It all makes sense now.
Down and fresher.
Oh, no. Do you think I'll
Do
actually
not
die?
drink that, love.
ate super glue, bro, so you're not the guy to joke about that.
Shut up. Get out of my lab.
Phil, define parasocial.
That's when
for anyone at home.
someone feels like they know me when they don't.
Yeah.
It's just about Phil. Yeah,
Yeah.
look, people we see on TV, on the little hell boxes that we...
I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like people did form more of a parasocial relationship with Phil than they did with Dan. I mean, they both got really bad parasocial relationships. However, I feel like it happened more with Phil because he excuse me, comes off as more innocent. And like he said, he definitely was infantilized as a whole ass grown adult.
We hold in our hands, we feel like we know them because they're real people, but we don't, or do we? Some people think that there's something problematic and evil about it, but I think it's just a fact of life these days.
It is. We were some of the first internet personalities when social media blew up.
And it wasn't just about, oh, they're making funny hee hee ha ha videos. It was the full picture of us sharing our real lives, Instagrams about what we were up to, tweeting the most boring domestic shit.
Old Twitter, I used to just be like, I'm making toast, lol.
Back when it was wholesome and not filled with fascists.
I know.
Like,
we used to
actually,
live stream just talking about what TV we watched. We filmed where we lived.
We literally used to film on our beds. And what is
Thank
more
you so
intimate
much.
than that? You see them where they sleep
Who is not
so
on fire confirmed?
vulnerably.
Exactly.
I know.
Where they maybe also
Stop
vulnerably. It feels weird now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Film
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like Dan just wants to talk about, like, their sex life. I feel like he just wants to be like, this is what I'm into, this is what Phil is into, now write fan fiction about it so I can read it.
on beds is weird.
Why are we on
was
bed?
that the YouTube meta for like 10 years?
We had a full-on desk.
It feels inappropriate now, doesn't it? You freaking perverts.
Get out of bed.
Oh, you've been watching it this far because you were like, oh, I'm curious, and now you feel disgust. Look at you. Oh, no, don't run. You're here now. You're complicit. Just soak in the uncomfortability.
Wet.
Now we had hundreds of thousands of people on the internet feeling like we are in their lives. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
You did like a skeptical, I thought that was a sweet
No, it was
thing.
it's kind of a nice thing.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Slight dystopian edge, but
True.
here we are.
Yeah, seems pretty innocent.
But then the inevitability of
I agree
human
with that,
nature.
Shadow.
No person, character, or piece of furniture can exist before the inevitable shipping begins.
no, it's not will Spider-Man the Hulk. It's when.
And that car,
That's
the Hulk
not a
just picked
ship.
up, when will he the car?
The car?
It is inevitable. Nothing is safe.
I think it's more about romance sometimes, you know, people falling in love, catching feelings.
There we
So it's
go.
more about emotional porn than regular porn. Wow, that's so
Exactly.
much better.
I'm trying to put a nice light on it, Dan. Dan plus Phil, aka
You did that the wrong way round.
One Way Wow.
Fuck you, shut up.
Dan plus Phil.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're so 15 years of entertainment, professional talkers over here.
Smash them together and you get Phan.
There we go.
What a powerful four-letter word. Fuck could never. How does that word make you feel?
It used to make me feel scared, and now I've
Visceral, triggering
reclaimed
sensation.
it. I've reclaimed it.
And this idea
so
of
happy
Dan
for him.
plus Phil, oh, it was
Yeah.
a popular idea. It got big.
Yeah, Phan on Tumblr was one of the most talked about things of all time.
ruined
I don't think y'all understand. It was one of the most talked about things of all time.
that
We were
website.
breaking records on Wattpad.
Two of the most written about people in the history of fan fiction, literally. Tumblr
I love that for them.
recently had a poll for the best real person fic shit of all time, and we won.
We did.
They
We
beat
Jesus and
Jesus.
Judas, and I don't believe that they were popular. I think people just thought that was funny.
I mean,
but we beat them.
There's some good shit out there. It makes a good read.
Suck it, Jesus.
Dan and Phil as Formula One drivers.
That's a long one.
Plus, I get to shower with Charles Leclerc.
I wish. Maybe not the milk one though.
At least we were full of calcium.
See, it was wholesome.
Strong bones.
There was some
Thank you,
milk in
Jacob.
that hole.
Stop.
Now, some think that shipping real life people is problematic. Ooh, I think that humans cannot stop this natural tendency, so we might as well embrace the good sides of it. Fan fiction, creative writing.
I love it.
How will the next generation of best-selling fiction authors train?
They need the yowie.
And look, that's fine mostly, but then it becomes... I wish they were really dating.
Are
No, like,
they?
actually.
Are they gay?
And look, that is a valid question for people to have in their heads, but a line gets crossed when that turns into... Let's find out.
It turned into a public FBI hunt, crawling
It
through
really
ancient
did.
social media posts,
What did you tweet on the 5th of February 2008?
trying to contact family members.
Has he ever looked at a boy in a gay way? I'm a friend.
Yeah.
Tell me the truth. We had people filming us between the shelves in a Tesco Extra, being like, oh, the type of honey roasted nut they buy is going to reveal where they like to nut, I guess. I don't know what.
I was like,
That's
where's that going? And if all of this
crazy.
digging and investigating was small, it could have been ignored.
Like, look, in humanity, there are always going to be haters and trolls and weirdos. It's something that all of us have to just accept and ignore. It's the only way you could deal with it.
Yeah.
The problem is, this became so big, we could not ignore it.
We'd go to our YouTube comments, and instead of someone commenting about what's going on in the video, there was some thumbs-up conspiracy person.
Literally the top comment.
Making a comment
We'd be doing
about that.
a live stream. The chat would be full of it. You can't ignore it. The first time we went on stage, The Amazing Tour Is Not on Fire.
Ever.
2015.
Yeah.
We were up in Scotland.
Oh my God, I remember.
Dan and Phil about to say their first line on the first day of their tour, and someone in the audience screams, and 3,000 people in a concert hall lose their minds.
Yeah, and I was
Cut
just
to
like,
my internal monologue.
At this point, has it gone a bit too far?
It's weird because it's almost as if people are no longer interested in the real you.
It was kind of disheartening when you put so much effort into a video and then all the comments were like, oh my God, they touched.
And look, that's fine. What noise did you just make
I
there?
got excited because I touched you.
Oh my god! First of all, they're so freaking cute. The fact that they still have this energy after 16 years of being together is very impressive. I don't ship real people, but I appreciate pro shippers. Legend. No, like, actually. I can't imagine what kind of invasive, like, I know it was invasive for them, but, like, the fact that they got doxxed, they have people recreating their stuff, they have people following them around, like, shopping, filming them in, like, just them getting groceries. It's insane. And, like, I feel like they were the first, like, people who had that kind of speculation on the internet, or a lot of people speculated, right? And having that insane parasocial relationship, and because they came up with the internet and we didn't necessarily have, like, social etiquette for it yet, but oh my god, I can't imagine what this would have done, like, what this did to their mental health. And I know that they took, like, 5 years off, and I'm happy that they're comfortable with where they are now, but I can see why it took them 16 years to come and confirm their relationship, because this is, like, that's so it is creepy. No, it is really, really creepy.
And that's what it's all about, ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen. And then
They're commenting it now.
this is when we say it's a
I would like to think that, like, we do have some sort of social etiquette on the
disclaimer,
internet.
and we'll say this many times.
this year.
This was not everybody.
No.
Okay? Out of our whole audience, there were plenty of normies,
Yeah.
people that had
Me.
no interest in the ship of Dan and Phil whatsoever. And even within the fan fiction writing community, there's a lot of people out there that are strongly respectful shippers that go, hey, I'm gonna draw bondage yaoi of my favorite content creators, and I never want them to know about it. And
We love that.
fair enough.
I love
I mean,
that.
we don't love that.
Phil loves it.
Oh.
I haven't seen that.
Green light.
Oh, shoot. He really said, I want you to draw me and my boyfriend, please and thank you.
Go. There were enough for it to become too loud to ignore. And in a way, because we all know how negativity stands out, you see 100 people saying, congrats, this is amazing, and one person saying, ugly rat, I hope you die. That's the thing that you remember.
There were a lot of people that were like, Phan is not real.
No.
They are straight Christian boys.
Trad lads.
Sport.
A lot of people probably wanted you to be their future husband,
Yeah.
Phil. A lot of men were probably just disgusted by the idea of the...
Oh my God.
Well, I don't know what that was.
What was that?
Urethral bump.
Oh,
This
God.
horrible hand
We're
gesture.
not saying that on this video.
And because it got so loud that we couldn't ignore it, we were being left with a choice of either address it or suppress it. And multiple times, I spoke up about it. Such as the very, very infamous to this day tweet,
Oh no.
FYI, I like vagina.
Oh my god.
Which is a thing a totally straight person would say. That's how you talk about people that you're sexually attracted to, right?
Completely normal. Yeah, Dan, you totally convinced everyone you were straight. Yeah.
But hey, who's to say as a gay man that I don't? Some of the most handsome boys I've ever met have
we go.
vaginas.
True.
A trans ally. Sir, please, get away from me. Actually, I would love to meet them. I just want to stand next to them because I know they're, like, both super tall and just be like, I love you both. But again, in a non-creepy way.
There we go.
I was right
I feel
the
like I
whole
could have a
time.
decent conversation with both of them. I feel like I would get along with Phil very, very well.
I win. Who'd have thought we'd end up here?
I don't think you trying to suppress it worked.
No, the Streisand effect. If you say, please don't share where my house is, everyone's talking about it.
Boosted.
So me messaging people on Tumblr saying, hello, stalker, can you please fuck off? Which, by the way, sorry for being rude, but at the same time, fair enough.
Leave us
I
alone,
suppose.
maybe.
Yeah.
But this didn't stop it. This added fuel to the fire.
Oh, I made it completely worse.
You fanned
And
the flames.
For the
Aw.
most toxic people, it just made them hate me because me trying to deny it was getting in the way of their fun.
Yeah.
They wanted nothing more than for Phan to be real, and me saying no meant that it was like I was some evil showrunner that was stopping their favorite character from having the gay storyline that they wanted.
Isn't that wild? Like, I also feel like that is a problem on the internet as well. So, like, people have that boundary setting, like that boundary parasocial issue as well. But also, people also see content creators as characters. So, like, obviously, content creators curate life and, like, what they want you to see, right? Like, for how much I show of my personality on here, I'm not like this IRL. Most of the time, I'm just on my bed decompressing. So, like, the fact that people hated on him for being like, hey, stop, and like he said, treating him like he's some evil showrunner getting in the way of these two characters is wild to me. Hi, how are you? Like, it's so crazy. Okay, but seriously, why? All I can think of is Sir. Oh no. But I'm sorry, I can't read those names properly. But yeah, no, I feel so bad for these two. Like, I get why. I completely get why.
Except I'm not
This
the writer
took
of
so
the Dan
long.
show. I am literally Dan! Hello!
You are Dan. I just ignored the whole thing. 'Cause as I said
good
on
for
stage
you.
once, I've got aloof sociopath vibes.
I'm very sensitive. I could not resist. Take my name out of your goddamn mouth. How was it for you?
Wait, can I have that on a shirt? I have aloof sociopath vibes.
Seeing me spiral,
No,
trying
it's
to
not a show.
contain
It's not a TV show.
a
It was
rat
literally
plague.
their
I
lives.
just
that
wanted
was
to tell
coming out
you
the holes.
to chill out. Not everyone is talking about it, and even if they are, who cares? It's just the internet.
I care.
Also, it's partly our fault. We started filming YouTube videos together on the day we met.
Literally,
That's-
the day we met.
That's
I would not
crazy.
recommend that.
Phil is not on fire. What do you mean you wouldn't recommend
I
it?
just
Because
mean,
Phil
like-
hates his life. He
What?
hates all of his success,
No,
his blessings.
I'm just saying maybe like leave it a week.
I can't believe you're saying it's our fault.
It's okay, it's not our fault.
I'm starting to think he's not actually Dan, and he's been replaced. No.
This is the whole thing, Phil.
Yeah.
How sad that we were just authentically being ourselves.
Yeah.
We never planned to be superstars, to have
No.
all of these people scrutinizing us. We
I
were
love
just
them.
using social media.
Not the TARDIS phone. Not the TARDIS motherfucking phone case. I need
innocently
that.
filming whatever videos we wanted, putting
Yes.
it out there, expressing ourselves. We were just raw dogging 2009 live.
Bad time
As
to
they
use that
should.
term.
No take backs.
It came out as fast as
Okay,
well.
no, that's also a horrible thing to use in this
Yeah.
context. I think now there's more of an understanding that anything that you post on Tumblr will be dug up by your future employer who will
Yes.
fire you via AI in 10 years.
Not
Which is
back then.
terrifying, but we know back then,
whatever.
man, we were just living free.
Let's not forget that we were also very young at the time.
They
So I
were.
think you kind of handled it in a pretty normal way for what was going on.
Yeah, it was a very abnormal situation
Yes.
for someone to just find themselves in when they wake up on a Tuesday afternoon at about 3:30. Super unemployed vibes. Good times.
You see, being a fan of Dan and Phil was just as much about
I
their
love
funny
this
content
video.
as the secret mirror world of content that was solving the alternate reality game of their relationship.
The plot was thicker than Phil's unnaturally huge ass.
What the fuck?
BBL.
Wait, why is his ass so good though? Wait, what the fuck? Okay, Dan, I think I get it.
You want some fan proof? I'll give you some fan proof. Dan, Phil, 2009 October, met in Manchester, where they filmed a video for the first time and did the pin-off tackle. No one would do that unless they were in love. Dan also professed his love for Phil in a tweet, but then he said he was bi on Formspring. The next time they met, dressed as a cat and bear for Halloween, where Phil, 1 week later, what's that on his neck? It's a fucking hickey.
Wait, the internet was like right though. The fact that this is how I imagine it going down in like some Tumblr form. I'm sorry to bring her up again, but like Taylor, the community is 90% sure we know what her sexuality is, but we let her take her time. And the thing is, Fox, I think that's important. I think when it comes to any sort of person in a public eye, you have to let them do it on their own time. There are so many celebrities that have been forcibly outed. The one that I can think of, I mean, probably because I'm watching British men, I apologize, is Kit Connor getting outed most recently as bisexual. Like, the fact that Heartstopper fans did that to him at, he was like 18 or 19 when that happened, it's fucking disgusting. You should never be pressuring someone to come out. It's something that someone should do on their own. You know what I mean? I never thought I'd hear Lynn say that. Well, wait, what did I say?
On the other side, Dan's denying it publicly in tweets. They've got female friends they're hanging out with and flirting. Phil went on holiday with a girl in New York, queerbaiting. They went to VidCon together. Clearly, a romantic holiday. They went to a restaurant in London where someone proposed. Was it them? The next thing you know, they buy a house. Oh yeah, just roommates, right? In summary, I conclude all of this is a viral marketing scheme to promote the woke agenda.
Agenda reveal. It's clear why Phan was a great conspiracy / full-time hobby for millions of internet users, but it begs the question, if Dan and Phil could have squashed the rumors at any point, why so secretive?
Why we never talked about it.
Do we, as humans, have a right to privacy?
That is the question.
Yes.
Phil, that was the question.
Oh,
What
yes,
is your answer?
yes, we have the right.
Do
to
we?
privacy.
Phil,
I really
mean,
am Phil. The more I watch him, it's been a very long time since I've watched this man, and I'm like, fuck, I am Phil. Oh my god, I was just thinking of Kit Connor. That situation was so sad, especially because of the message of Heartstopper. No, like, actually. Alphabet Mafia is the best mafia.
But we are putting ourselves out there as public figures.
Yeah.
Are we not asking for their attention, their time? Please consume the content, buy a t-shirt, come to the show. And so therefore, I need to know what your deepest, darkest fears are, where you live.
I mean,
the girth.
Surely.
The girth.
No, there's a line there. And I'm drawing
Oh.
a girth.
I do not. I'm like, no one needs to know the girth. I agree with Phil. Drawing the line at girth.
But not home address.
Okay, well, also home address.
So then, what is inappropriate?
It's a blurry line, but it's a line. Why am I holding this?
New chapter.
Right. Okay.
We signed up to be professional entertainers, to create content for you to enjoy. Is that enough?
But is our sexuality, who we may or may not be dating, whatever's going on between us two, something that our audience has the right to know?
I don't think so. Hot take. No. I really don't think anyone on the internet is entitled to know all of the information about you. There are things that I have gone through that I will never talk about on the internet because I am never going to put that out there. You know what I mean? And so, like, it's an entitlement issue, which, like they said, they're making content, they want people to watch, they're asking people to buy their merch, they're asking people to attend their stuff. People feel entitled to knowing their whole everything, and that's just not the case, and it's not realistic. And I definitely feel, I mean, as humans, I feel like we all have entitlement issues in general. I think the internet has amplified that, and it shouldn't be. Yeah, everyone has the right to privacy, 100%. My house number is divided by 2, and that's all the information you're getting. Yeah, no, like actually, because I don't understand how people think doxing someone is okay. I don't understand how people think it's okay to out someone or speculate or anything like that. And the thing is, if they weren't in a relationship, that also makes their friendship awkward because people are literally wanting them to be together. You know what I mean? I'm understanding them so much more through this video. I'm happy that they feel comfortable in talking about it at this point. But the thing is, they also had the right to never have to talk about this if they didn't want to. I remember asking 2 friends if they were an item. She took it fine, but I don't ask things like that anymore. Yeah. The thing is, like, I think it's different when it's your friend. You know what I mean? Just being like, hey, like, is there something going on? I think that's, that's someone in your life and you're actively seeing them every day and you have a connection and a relationship with them. I think it's different when it's 2, like, internet personalities.
I think a big thing with sharing the details of your personal life is how it affects what you do.
Yeah.
Because Dan and Phil, the comedy duo, and Dan and Phil, the gay boyfriends, it hits different.
It really does. If it's Dan and Phil, the boyfriends, introduced on the radio.
It sounds like, oh, that's their gimmick.
Yeah.
They got hired because of the whole, like, lovey thing.
It invites kind of comments that you wouldn't have to deal with otherwise.
Oh, like, look at the way they look at each other. Are they bickering? That's not banter. They're actually having a domestic incident. And this is a sign, divorce.
That's so valid as well. I didn't even think about that kind of thing. Like, oh, are they bickering? Are they, like, people speculating more on their relationship if they confirmed it? Did Lynn ever redeem their extra hour in the ball pit? I did not.
They're close to break up.
We can speculate about the divorce because they decided to share. They're selling the situation.
No.
And who's to say there's anything wrong with having the cute gay couple show?
Yeah.
It's just that we wanted the focus to be on what we were doing.
Being funny,
100%.
entertaining.
The us.
Well, let's be honest, there's a lot of homophobia out there.
There's a lot of
There is.
straight guys that would simply have never watched us on YouTube because
No.
it made them uncomfortable.
I'm not watching that. It's sad that people being authentic about their sexualities can sometimes affect their life in different
Absolutely.
ways.
And
It's
that
true.
was us.
And the press and people on social media would want that. They want the headline.
Divorce is content. They're waiting for the next update. They want to
want
see marriage
cheat
or
on each other.
divorce. And if you're a content creator, well, now we're getting into the dystopian nightmare that is couple vlogging.
Yeah.
You're sharing your life, and you are selling the perfect relationship on Instagram. Look at how we kiss. Look at how we vacation
True.
in Santorini.
And when you notice you get engagement for this kind of stuff, it's hard to stop
More
yourself
comments.
playing into it.
Maybe I should do a bit more of that. I mean, I was supposed to just be a gamer, but I guess now romance relationship blogger.
Quick, hun.
You know what's wild? I think, like, the fact that that happens, like, people get invested in this idea of the perfect relationship. But also I've heard from especially female, like, women streamers that as soon as they say that they actually have a partner, they lose so many followers. Like, they lose followers because people in their heads think that they have a chance with them. Like, oh my god. Like, it can be a part thing. People can be super creepy and invested and want to know everything about your relationship, right? And then also, you can lose people because they don't think they'd be able to get a chance to fuck you. Couple vlogging is a thing. YouTube is truly an abyss. No, like, actually, though. YouTube truly needs to stay out of people's personal business. No, like, it's true.
Film me in the shower.
And then when your relationship inevitably goes wrong, not only do you have a personal problem, you've destroyed your entire professional life because congratulations, everybody got invested in the storyline of your relationship, and when you fucked it up because, God forbid, you're just living your life like a normal person, you've ruined their favorite TV show.
Love isn't real.
How dare you destroy that for them?
Years ago, I saw a comment and it stuck with me that said Dan and Phil represent what true love and a relationship should be. And I was like, what?
Like, this isn't like
serious?
this is not a thing.
No.
This is in your mind.
Okay, I wasn't aware that was doing that, but no pressure, I guess.
And
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I love a relationship like that.
personally, I've got issues with this because
A few.
I don't like being put in a box. I don't know what it is about me, but I have to feel
He's a Gemini man. I believe. I think he is a Gemini. That's why.
free at all moments.
Release him.
Like, I have complete ability to be spontaneous, and so I have commitment issues. I do not like...
Excuse me? This man who's been in a relationship for 16 years just says he has commitment issues? What the fuck? Wait, what? Are you kidding me? That's so fucking funny. I love that for him. Sitting here in front of millions of people. Oh yeah, guys. I've been in a 16-year-long relationship, but also I have commitment issues, so don't put me in a box. That's not me hating on him, by the way. His feelings are valid. I just find it really fucking funny. I always loved Dan and Phil's friendship. No, they literally, like... When I think of soulmates, I think of them. I think, like, they just complete each other so well. And, like, I understand the whole, like, opposites attract kind of thing and complement each other. And, like... But the thing is, they look like they fit together. Even if it was in a platonic way, like, you can tell they were meant to be together for each other. They are here for each other. I think this is, like... I love their relationship.
Doing anything work or socially too long, because then I'll be afraid that I'm going to get stuck there if people feel like that's who I am.
Yeah, there's a large Phil in the room right now. Danny is impossible to pin down for anything in life because he's like, but what if I want to go be a clown? What if I want to move to Nepal?
This is an argument that they have definitely had before. This is definitely an argument that these two have had
And
before.
will I do any of these things? No, but it is very important to me to feel like I have the freedom to do it at any moment.
Yes.
And so the idea of this universe where it's Dan and Phil, the couple on YouTube.
Thank you so much for stopping
If
by. I
anything ever
appreciate it.
happened in our private life where we decide we hate each other,
Yes.
we never want to speak again.
Bye, bitch.
Not only would that be potentially personally distressing or great sounding, it sounds like, we would destroy our own careers.
Yeah.
Like, the audience would get ripped in half. People would choose sides.
They would.
And because you're so...
true. I would go with- I would
you
go with Phil.
act so innocent, despite the evil, icy truth within, and I seem so cold and nasty, despite actually being soft and cuddly.
Yeah.
Everyone would go on Team Phil, and I would be left crying on the bathroom floor.
And
Oh
you
my
should
God,
for what you
Daniel.
did.
What?
The sword of Thanocles.
Also, for being completely real, and now is the time, a big
Yes.
reason why I've been like, I never want to talk about this, is I wouldn't handle people's reactions. This is the problem with humanity. People do not read the articles, they just read the headlines. In fact, they don't
100%. 100%.
even read the headlines on the newspaper website. They like a picture of the headline on Instagram or upvote it on Reddit and then immediately dive into the comments to share their amazing uninformed hot take with the world.
It's not you though, person watching this YouTube video
Thank
right
you.
now.
Oh, no, you,
They know.
person, sat patiently watching this
Handsome.
whole thing in its
Intelligent.
entirety. You are not like the others.
I'm
they
not
could
like the
never
oth-
be you. They wish.
This is what's going to happen. Breaking news. Dan and Phil announced they're finally in a relationship.
Obviously,
We've known this since 2009.
Literally.
is wet.
All right, let's engage with that.
Engage.
Oh, you knew, did you? How? Did you have some kind of hard evidence because you consumed or sought out something incredibly personally invasive with no regard for how that makes people feel? I mean, that's a bold thing to admit, but good on.
I'm also like, I don't know why. I'm just like now noticing they both have really pretty eyes.
For the confidence, I guess, and you just had to
They do know their
publicly
audience.
announce that for everyone. Oh, sorry, you didn't know. You just thought maybe, probably because of all like the rumors and the mystery and stuff, and the relationship could have been anything, but I just assumed. Well, to assume makes an ass out of you and me. And I am not a bottom.
Whoa. Right, but we are openly gay and have been living with each other for 15 years, so it feels kind of like a fair assumption.
Oh, totally. I mean, what else are people supposed to think? I agree.
Well, I guess it's like, well, yeah, so
I mean, I think that's why a lot of people were like, oh, I thought they already confirmed that they were in a relationship when they both came out as gay. But, like, you know, when they both came out, I think that's what everyone assumed, you know what I mean? Wait, just noticed their sweaters are matching. I know, I noticed that too. But yeah. I don't remember what I was saying. It's all good. They're adorable. I love them. I made it here. Hello. Hi. How are you? We're only halfway through this video.
people already knew, but it's a big scary deal for us. It's kind of like another mini coming out. So I'm more hoping people are like, wow, what a story. Or
What a relief that must be. So happy for you now.
See, there
that
we
would be
go.
nice. I'm not
that'd be
expecting
nice.
that.
We're gonna just appreciate.
Aw. The thing is, like, it must be a big relief for them to not, you know, have to hide that anymore. If that like, I don't want to say they were, like, living a lie for 16 years, because I don't think that's what was going on. Everyone has, like I said, the right to their privacy and everything. However, when you are closeted, because I do feel like when you aren't public about a relationship, it is a kind of form of being in the closet. You know, it can take a toll of, like, who might have spotted me somewhere, or, you know, I have to watch what I do when I'm out in public with, like, my partner. Like, that's gotta be so sad, you know what I mean?
All the enthusiasm and engagement.
My humble request, which is going to be ignored, is clickbait journalists of the world, please try to write a headline with at least one interesting angle that isn't just a fact.
That'd be nice.
I'll help you out. Dan and Phil address the rumors. We want to live in peace. Dan
Good
and
one.
Phil on forgiving the past and choosing joy.
Dan and Phil are here to serve funt.
Yes, Font.
No? Okay.
And look, I hope all of that is understandable, but then there is the big reason that we haven't really talked about any of this.
Yeah.
Gay.
Gay.
This is not
Gay.
a simple cis-het girl-boy, are they, aren't they?
It's an are gay, aren't gay.
And I will be honest, this aspect of it is definitely more on me, so
Yes.
I'm sorry that I'm so traumatized. Okay, God, I'm so random. I started posting videos in 2009, and I came out in 2019. And look, we've told those stories before. If you want to know our coming out adventures, go watch them.
We have very different stories. For example, mine is shorter. I had a thumbnail with a big arrow pointing at me in case anyone was confused about where to look.
That's very helpful of you, Phil.
Yeah.
And look, without getting too long or dark or deep, I had an extremely homophobic childhood, okay? And how am I supposed to say this?
I feel like on the internet you've got to say you're going to unalive yourself or you're going to get demonetized. I know it's a bad time to say.
Let me be clear. I would rather actually fucking kill myself successfully than say unalive.
Okay.
I would rather use an unbelievably inappropriate comedy sound effect.
Jesus.
I was deep in the closet.
And what sound effect you're going to put there?
I did the ding one.
Nice.
You know,
Cool.
it's got some whimsy to it. So in my mid-20s, I felt we had to hide
That
the
is a really good
relationship
thumbnail.
because I was still hiding who I was to my friends, family, myself.
I knew this was all very sensitive, uncomfortable, and scary for you, so I kind of just wanted to give you time to figure out what.
Phil is the most patient person in the whole fucking world. That amount of time, 16 years, y'all. He gave him 16 years. That's wild. I feel the homophobic childhood. Yeah, I feel it too. Yeah, Phil has got to be the most patient man in the whole world.
What you wanted to do.
Well,
Or
thank you for being patient for so many years.
That's okay.
Because that affected you.
Yeah, I felt like I'd gone back in a mini closet in a way, which was weird.
And this is why all of the digging from people online
He was
hit
really
a
triggered.
nerve, because Phil was my safe space. You know, you were my first boyfriend. And not just like, oh, some guy, that's a good thing to tick off, but you were nice.
I was
fun.
I
as
tried.
well. Not only did I feel
Oh my god. They fucking love each other. I can't. Like, okay. I don't know if this comes out or I talk about this a lot, but I really do love love. I love seeing people who genuinely are happy in a relationship. I love people who've been in long-term relationships that you can tell still love and respect each other. I think because I didn't see that growing up. It's something that's always fascinated me that people can do, like have long-term affection for each other and friendship and still be cordial and not fight and everything like that. So like the fact that he was so patient with Dan, and Dan like probably had this conversation like, I'm so sorry but I'm not ready, like I can't, I want to give this to you but I can't, like had those kind of conversations. It's, oh my god, like they just love each other, and you can see it, and you can still see it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, after this I'm probably gonna go back and watch some of like their older videos and just be like, oh my god, like you were in love the whole time. And this, it's such a genuinely heartwarming thing to know that they just love each other. And I feel like it's more than like, I don't want to say more than romantic love and more than platonic love. Like they just are themselves, and it's so beautiful.
feel accepted for who I was for the first time, but I was like, wow, when we're hanging out together, this is great.
We had a lot in
Life
common.
is fun. We can spend 12 hours a day playing Crash Bandicoot.
What a time.
Maybe sometimes doing some YouTube work. No studying.
I don't think I was a good influence for your law degree.
Everything worked out.
Objection.
You were like a literal ray of light in my life back then, even when you
Aw.
had black hair, which absorbed all of it, like really long black hair.
Ironic.
And what we had was the most important thing to me, and I wanted to protect it. So when
This is gonna
other
make me
people
cry, y'all.
tried to grab it and drag it into the light, I felt completely violated. Having all of these people trying to out us and being so hostile to me when I tried to hide it was so triggering. Honestly, it could have killed me.
It's sad.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that kept the relationship in the closet more, is how, like he said before, people were treating him like he was messing up like their idea of like their relationship and everything. So like people going after him, I can't imagine how triggering that would be for him. Also, I will be right back because I have to pee. Hold on one sec. Talk among yourselves. What have you done today? Let each other know. Babe, come here. Good boy, baby. A good boy. Come on. Do you want to come up? No? Okay. I went to PT? Oh, hell yeah. Luckily, by the way, your ex gave you relationship anxiety? Oh no, I'm so sorry. Almost total silence. Oh my god, stop.
Because those years should have been the happiest times of our life. I mean, it was so amazing, and we were having so much fun personally.
Imagine having a pipe dream of being a YouTuber, and then you and your best friend person live their wildest dreams.
Yeah. You were really enjoying yourself, but you had a shadow of Phan being
It was like
outed.
a curse. It's like they said, oh, you can have this, but half the time it's gonna suck for years. Wake up in the night with anxiety. You can have panic attacks.
And I think this negatively impacted us, because when your
Yeah.
relationship is a huge part of all of this stress, it's hard not to let that affect what's going on. The worst incident was something which you may know as the Valentine's Day video.
may know.
I mean, some people might. It was kind of
Interesting.
infamous in our fandom, where I had made a lovely Valentine's video for Dan, a very private video,
And he
where
uploaded it to his main YouTube
which was
channel.
dumb.
Private. Private link sent just to
And
Dan.
the video wasn't that interesting, and we were also at that time where you think you're in love after knowing each other for 2 months. And let's be real. And so I'd made this video.
You were trying hard to be
I
like,
was
I'm
trying.
thoughtful, here's a gesture
I
for
make
you.
animations. And obviously that was so personal and nothing I would ever want anyone to see.
And then, one morning, there was a cheeky glitch on YouTube that accidentally made public a bunch of private videos on people's accounts.
Including that one. And it only got released to about 5 or 10 people.
But mother of God, the speed at which this was ripped,
It was posted
re-uploaded,
everywhere.
and spread like...
That felt like a violation because
That's insane. That's insane. First of all, I've never seen that video. I'm sure they privated it. But that's fucking crazy that he literally made a video, it was in private, and it got and it was a glitch? Oh my god. That's crazy. That's literally such a violation of privacy.
that was something so personal and nice that I'd made, and then everyone was pulling it apart, looking at it, talking about it. I even had people trying to blackmail me about it in my DMs, saying, I'm going to release it.
It became a thing that people were like, oh, I've got a juicy dark secret, and if you want to be a real insider, I'm going to send you a link to this dodgy Russian torrent site that
Yes.
no lawyer can take it down from.
And I remember messaging someone saying, please, can you take this down? And they said, no, what's on the internet is forever. It's your fault. And I was like, what? How can someone be so mean about something so personal? That was almost a relationship breaking point
I mean,
for us,
it
'cause we were
felt
just
like an assault. Like, people took something from us, got it dirty, left it on the floor.
I know.
And then I was like, this is soiled now. Sometimes I felt like when I looked at Phil, I felt the gaze of these people in my head, and that is poisonous.
Yeah. Thankfully,
Oh my
over
God.
the years, a lot of the fans have self-policed it and been like, no, don't share that. Don't be a loser.
Thanks.
So thanks to anyone that did that.
And look, there were points where I just thought maybe I'd be happier without all of this.
Yeah, fair.
2017, I'm thinking my solo comedy content is killing it on YouTube. This could just be my life. I could be like every other YouTube boy and just enjoy this without the apocalyptic constant stress of this Dan and Phil dating conspiracy.
the problem is I'm just too fun.
Essentially.
Yeah.
I love that for Phil. He knows who he is, and he's just like, bitch, you're never gonna leave me, because I'm too great. I love that for him. I love that for him.
In 2018, Dan and Phil infamously went on a hiatus. I disappeared from YouTube. We stopped the gaming channel, and
I remember
part
that.
of this was like, I need to confront all of these things in my life. Big part of that was my sexuality.
Gay.
But for a moment, I was like, maybe the me and Phil thing just needs a clean break.
Yeah.
Because I don't see a way to get out of this situation. And as we know, I don't like being trapped.
In a box.
Period.
But how sad would that be to let the bad guys win? We have so much fun, and what I had to keep reminding Dan was, it's only a small minority of the audience.
You're right.
I'm right.
But also, a lot of the bad guys weren't bad people.
No.
They were just young people that
Yeah.
had absolutely no idea what the effects of their actions were or how bad and triggering it was for someone with my backstory.
Yeah.
No one could have known that.
This isn't a video for you to be like, oh my god, I need to beat myself up because of this. I feel so bad. I need to stop watching.
No.
It's not about that.
But forgiveness and growth is such an important part of life. And in the
It's
same
true.
way that we all want the people in our lives to give us patience and grace and the benefit of the doubt if we ever make a mistake.
I love him. I love them
have to
both.
extend that
Oh my God.
to the world in regards to this story. So I understand and I forgive. I want to make peace with it.
So we don't want to see any civil wars of discourse about this.
my
We
God.
want a clean slate, immaculate
For
vibes.
us, please,
Immaculate
vibes.
fresh start, okay?
So in conclusion, what are the rules?
Shipping, totally fine. Fan fiction, creative writing. People love the heart eyes howl, even though it's more like the depressing dagger eyes howl.
No digging into things we don't share.
And no revealing
that.
the girth.
No.
Oh, fine.
No, that sounds good.
The irony is, I wouldn't have minded talking about this a lot earlier. I mean, you've got issues, I've got less.
Oh, I love that. I've got less. I love the subtle, like I said, you can tell they've had this conversation. Phil knows who he is. I love that for
Thank
him.
you.
Do you forgive me for years of dealing with my bullshit?
I don't think I need to forgive you. It's not something I'm forgiving.
Well,
I accepted it.
I'm sorry that you couldn't have just had a normal homosexual. I mean, not
I'm not a normal
normal
homosexual.
but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Thanks.
Gay.
Well, that's all very cute. But if Dan and Phil are leaving all that in the past, the question is,
What's the future?
why are we talking about it now?
The bleach has gone to my brain.
Honestly.
For real, 10 years of huffing Sharpie fumes annually has destroyed all of our brain cells. So
Yes.
there's just no impulse control anymore.
I
Wow,
love that
so
for
many
them.
reasons.
I mean, it feels like we're still in the closet, in a different closet.
Had a therapy revelation the other day. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
This might interest some of you people. My therapist said, Dan, you love being in the closet. And I was like, excuse me.
Why do you love it?
I spent so long not being authentic and being trapped in a situation
Yes.
that I am comfortable being miserable in an environment where I don't do the thing that would suddenly make me feel better.
That makes
You know what's wild though? I love how he's just like, I don't like being trapped, but he's also comfortable being trapped in the closet. Such a duality. People's, like, sometimes I wish, maybe some, like, later in life, I would love to, like, learn more about, like, this kind of psychology of people actively not wanting to be something or do something, but also putting themselves in the situation where that happens, if that makes sense. Like, it's ironic, it's so interesting.
I am in a cycle of never-ending closets.
Get
and
out.
This
Get out.
secret conspiracy is just another thing that I'm trapped inside.
And then you gotta do the furry one next. So this is huge therapy homework for you.
I can't confront issues, and so because I'm so terrified of all of the bad things that can happen,
Yeah.
I need to start being chaotic, rip the band-aid off, just do something to change things without worrying about the consequences, which sounds dangerous and like I will inevitably do something really messy.
He's gonna get a tattoo on his ass.
Of what?
Phil in a heart.
Yeah, you were just going to say Jonathan Bailey.
Jesus.
And it's just an arrow.
Stop it.
This huge secret about who we are and what our status
bring
is
Pippin
makes
on
every
after
single day impossible.
We've talked about what are reasonable levels of privacy and boundaries to have, but the other side of that is there are certain things that are just basic facts about a person and their life, and to avoid talking about it makes you seem completely weird.
Yeah. We'll have meetings and people will be like, so you two...
In the same house, huh? Just a couple
Yeah.
of guys, couple of A couple of men.
Like gay men. We have to constantly censor ourselves while filming, like, uh-oh, did we just say something that sounds gay?
Are we vlogging and there's a hotel room with just one bed? That's gonna take down the whole empire.
Edit it out. I want to be able to leave the house without being spied on, as if they're going to catch something.
I
like
mean-
even going for a meal.
What are the optics of this? I just want to eat my pasta in peace.
Also, we never go for a romantic meal. That's just not something we... What do you think of Elden Ring?
Don't ruin
I'm
the
not saying-
fan fiction people's prompts
I'm
about
sorry.
what our life is and could be.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of Mario Kart.
And not only does this hold us back professionally from doing certain stuff, it also makes us feel weird to our peers, like people that we're kind of friends with.
We cannot form close
just-
friendships with
no.
anyone.
Because we're always, I don't want to lie, so we're always just really vague, and then we just don't seem very
Either
relatable.
we don't get close to people because you start sharing facts about your life and someone will be like, yeah man, I just broke up with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
What about you guys? And we're like, dunno, nothing.
not much.
Nothing to say. Well, I guess you're not getting any deeper with that person. Or if someone does know, they're like, oh great, now as a public figure, I too am in on the conspiracy and have to lie by omission to everyone that has ever followed me or will ever ask me something. We don't want to do that to people.
It sucks. My worst thing, which
That
I think
does
is the
suck.
first thing in this video that's been worse for me than you, is I got terrified of doing interviews because I am really bad at lying. And as soon as anyone even started to hint about relationships or girls or girlfriends, I just shut down. I didn't know what to say. And so I just didn't want to do press ever.
It's not convenient trying to have a career as an entertainer and being like, I will do no interviews.
No. No,
They
like,
give
actually,
me
though.
existential shit fear.
I've turned down so many cool TV opportunities just because I've been too scared.
Hey, do you want this gig? No.
No.
Someone might ask me a difficult question.
No.
What follows is a dramatic reenactment of the interview scenario that plays in Phil's head every time Dan and Phil do a project with contractually obligated press. And we're joined by
He looks
Dan
so
and Phil. Hey!
nervous.
We're really excited to talk about our
Are
new...
you f***ing... Sorry, what?
I thought we were here to talk about our new stage show that we wrote and produced.
Secret, juicy secret, fuck, comments, very interesting, sexy secret spill.
Please, sir, we're entertainers, not reality stars. We're here to talk about our art.
Talk
Like,
about
actually.
your penises and anuses.
But I wrote a book about mental health.
Do you put your dick in your depression? No. We'll answer the real question.
Please stop it.
Kiss.
Why are you so hostile?
Go on.
Oh my god, bro.
Do you remember the teen magazine era where people
Yes.
will be like, what's your ideal girl? Round. Square? Sorry, I don't know.
I don't know.
And other than silly stuff like that, there would always be this fear that journalists would just straight up ask you an uncomfortable question and put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Because you can't go through life expecting people to be nice, reasonable, good human beings.
Exactly.
When there are clicks to bait.
And that literally happened with the Sunday Times.
Dan and Phil's first big newspaper scoop in the UK off
I
the back
know.
of our The Amazing Book Is Not on Fire. And he straight up said, hey Dan, I Googled you and some people think you're gay. You gay? And I just sat there, gaped. No, agape and
Agape.
duped.
Agape. You were
I
not
said the
gaped.
wrong thing. That I did a dramatic pause and I said the wrong word.
We just played the long game. So in terms of respecting invasiveness on the
Oh,
internet,
cultural
I
perceptions
feel
towards
like
that.
we have improved a bit.
Collectively, people go, oh, it's not cool to do that anymore.
And we had this hiatus where,
5
especially
thick years.
Dan didn't
Thick
want to come back
years.
at all or even think about Dan and Phil. But then I started planting little seeds.
The
Why
mind
As Phil
games
should.
began.
Why don't we
Hey
come
Dan,
back?
everyone's older now.
Yes.
The world has changed. It's a bit worse in some ways, but better in like a couple. Maybe the vibes would be good.
And they
vibes.
were. So we came back from the dead. We did our gaming channel for a couple of years now.
love
And
Their
it was
gaming
fun.
channel.
It was really fun.
You were right.
I'm always right.
And I want to be
As he
clear,
should be.
we love our audience.
Yes.
The Dan and Phil followers are the funniest fandom.
my
So creative.
So
We've got
creative.
artists, autists.
It's welcoming. It's inclusive for all types of people.
Look, good people.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I low-key, I want a community the same way they have a community. Like, I look at them, and I'm just like, that's the vibe I want to emulate. That's, like, the memes, the lulz, the good time, the creativity, the community. Like, they have both inspired me so much. They've raised money for charities. They do so much. And, like, I'm so proud of them. I'm so fucking proud of them. Because I don't think they understand even though they weren't out, there's so many queer people in their fandom, in their community, that felt safe watching them and felt a place watching them when, like, we were younger. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they were my safe space when I was younger. Looking at them, they inspired me so much. They really do. They're both... Oh, I love them both so much. I really do.
Charity birthday live streams and raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is the people that you are a part of right now watching this video. How blessed you are to be in their company. I spend a lot of time in all kinds of communities on the internet, and I think that the Dan and Phil audience is one of the best places on the internet.
Just say based places on the internet.
This is one of the most fucking based places in the internet.
Yes.
You know it.
If we come out together, will it hit different?
Maybe.
Will there be more homophobia?
Look, sure, this is a scary time in the world.
It
Let's
is.
be real.
Very.
It feels like things are sliding backwards because the fighting for what was important was going a bit too well. But I think that's why it's more important than ever that we're like, you know
True.
what? Hey, here we are, gay, and
Gay.
what?
And will there always be gossip about what's going on privately? Speculation?
I mean, yes, because it's human nature to be nosy.
I'm nosy.
But we accept it's just a fact, right? But we don't care. We can't live in fear anymore. I have this holding us back personally, emotionally, or from doing this.
So are you ready? What is the truth?
What is the truth?
Dan and Phil, was it always gay?
Yes.
Yep. The whole time.
We fell into it hard and fast
Oh
in
my God.
2009, and here we are almost 16 years later.
Stop telling me how long it was. So yeah, relationship, boyfriends.
Whatever you want to call it. Not whatever you want to call it.
No.
Did we ever
Phil was about to be like, excuse me, not whatever you want to call it.
We've never called it anything.
It was so fast that we never labeled it.
No.
We just ended up living together, and here we are. Uh-oh.
Technically,
intertwined.
we're not together because we never actually said it.
It's not like we're married.
No.
What do you need to do?
You need like a
here's
full...
my boyfriend
Yeah, that's
form.
what people do. They're like, oh, can you be my boyfriend? Partners.
In crime.
We're partners in everything.
Inevitably.
And no, it's not always perfect. Don't get into your head that we are the ideal of human partnerships.
We have had ups and downs like anybody. If you're a mess, we are a mess.
my
Whatever
God.
you are thinking of right now,
Yeah.
yes, it has happened.
He's
okay?
annoying.
That we're literally not just listing things right now, and we are
He's
weird.
like, wait, hold on, this is not a therapy session, Phil. You're not doing this to
We
me.
are a bizarre example of a relationship. Like, we've been attached at the hip 24/7 for 15 years.
Don't do that.
Were any of you locked down with your partners? Did that make you want to strangle each other or like totally hate everything? That has been us voluntarily just because we're nerds that don't leave the house.
Yeah, as if we've got
Oh
the
my
same
God.
job.
And the job is also sat next to each other half of the time.
Great.
We love it.
Yeah.
We have lived 1,000 lifetimes of a normal person's partnership, and I have no idea why we've survived.
Are we codependent?
I think
Maybe.
we've gone full circle round to like hating each other so much we broke through the wall,
Okay, sure.
and now we're stuck in
Yeah.
like an Ouroboros of some horrible gay activity.
What we biting. I don't think there's many examples of people that have been so scrutinized that have still stayed together.
We survived our hiatus.
A lot of it's probably shared trauma, because like, who the hell else can relate to all this stuff we've
We're
been
like
through?
the only
No, like,
two
actually,
members
though.
of a species that have survived a horrible extinction event.
Yes.
What it
They're
is
turtles.
that we keep coming back to is that we are just more compatible with each other day to day than anyone we will ever meet. Who else likes Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Ribena
It's a good combo.
and staying
Yep.
in instead of going out?
Yeah.
We probably need to
Go
spend some
outside.
time apart.
Yeah.
Have different friends.
Maybe.
And don't get us wrong, there's still going to be boundaries, okay?
Yeah.
You don't need to know explicit details of arrangements or positions or permissions.
What does that mean?
Oh, I actually have no idea. Dear God.
You gotta keep something vague.
We need to leave something for the Yowie. We are not here to steal people's jobs.
No.
Exactly.
This does not mean we're going to turn into couple vloggers in bed or being like romantic on camera.
No, that is not yours. What we want to
Aw,
do is
good.
create content to make you laugh. That is what we are giving, and we're hoping that you're gonna be happy with that. So this is a commitment, not like marriage to each other, but to you.
Dan doesn't believe in marriage.
Look, I just have a problem with anything that people are supposed to do.
There.
If someone's like, oh, this is the path that human life is supposed to be. You meet someone when you're 20, get married, have 2 kids, a dog, and then you're on a track and then you die. Terrifying.
Scary.
Get me off the ride.
If something is popular or normal, Dan does not want to do it on principle.
Hell yeah, I'm difficult.
And I'm too easygoing.
You're too disorganized.
I just don't care.
Piece of paper, what are you gonna do with that? Eat it, probably.
We're leaving the past behind, and that means enough of this bed.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Thanks, Dan. I was not ready for that.
And enough dark void.
It's time for a new era. This is awkwardly slow.
Just
That
let
is
it
so slow.
soak in it, Phil.
That looks so good.
Wow.
Wow.
That's such a cool
Welcome
set.
to the
Oh
official joint. Ooh, we touched
Oh.
Dan and Phil YouTube channel.
Same funny Dan and Phil as always, but now fully out and proud and unleashed.
Unhinged. Now we're committed to this for at least
A while.
a bit.
Maybe.
Who knows what we're gonna make? Maybe we'll go outside.
Still some gaming.
Baking, being daft bitches.
That's not changed. And
They're
after
such
years
a
of
married-
running
like,
from the
old married
demands,
couple.
we're finally caving into pressure.
That's what it is.
And doing the Dan and Phil podcast.
Oh, people have demanded from us for years,
They
and I
want
have
it.
refused because it's a thing that everyone does. It's a stereotype. When we
Yes.
already do YouTube videos, why would we do an audio thing?
Well,
Bi-
And when you film a
Bisexual lighting,
podcast,
literally.
how is it different to just having a YouTube series? We already do it, but the people have made it clear.
they want more yaps.
They want pure Dan
Yes.
and Phil yap the show.
Unedited.
You're gonna wish you knew less about us, to be honest.
15 years of suppressing all of these stories and opinions, and they're finally gonna come out.
You've fucked around, and now you're gonna find out.
I-
all
this
right?
is the
Stay
kind of
tuned to
fucking
this
around
channel
find
for the
out I
reveal.
won't.
Oh, it's exciting.
Yes.
It's
This is
high
it.
concept. It's purple.
Spoilers.
We have been held back from doing this for so many years because of all the past trauma and terror of what could happen in the future.
But if you'll have us, we'd love to just finally be ourselves and do what we love, which is really how this should have been this whole time.
yes, and hope that you meet us with the same energy.
So if you aren't part of the club already, now is a great time to
I love
join.
Hey, if you like British light entertainment, if you
I
want to
do.
laugh, if you want to
I
be
do.
part of a hilarious, inclusive, creative community,
Subscribe.
Oh,
the end.
The end. Yay, we did it.
oh my god, I love them so
There we go, one of the great
much.
mysteries of life revealed.
Tune in next week when they will debunk 9/11 and Princess Diana.
Stop.
I wonder what the Google searches will autocomplete to now.
Are Dan and Phil secretly straight?
Are Dan and Phil pregnant?
Are they still
Literally.
alive?
Are Dan and Phil on OnlyFans yet?
Give it time.
Don't give it time. Yo, that's fucking wild. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, I needed that in my life. That straight up just made my whole day. Oh my god, y'all. I'm so happy. That literally made my whole day. Mind readers. Oof. Oh, get out. Well, y'all, I'm gonna be on for another 6 minutos, and then I have stuff I have to go do. Thank you so much for being here and watching that with me. Like I said, I did not watch that until right now, so that really just made me so fucking happy. I love those two so much. I really, really do. And I'm not gonna like watching them back. They really have inspired me. Like, I'm like, oh shit, like, that's what I want to be like. That's literally what I want to be, is Dan and Phil. Get the cat? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pippin, they want to see you. Pepe. Here he is. My baby. He's a little grumpy today. He's in a little mood. So I'm putting him back down. Big love to you too, Lynn. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really did need that. I'm so happy that they are now able and comfortable to, you know, be themselves. I'm gonna be smiling for the rest of the day because of that. Dan and Phil have inspired me too. I want a relationship like theirs, even as a friendship. Also, cute cat. Thank you so much. No, I definitely feel that. I don't know, like, so my friends and I have started a gaming channel together, and I'm just like, what kind of gaming channel do I, like, want to emulate? And it's literally just Dan and Phil. I literally just want to emulate, like, that kind of vibe. Which, like, unfortunately for me, because I'm collaborating with other people, I can't just have a say in what it is, but it'll be cute. It'll be nice. God, I forgot how, like, wholesome the internet was back then. I say wholesome, but, like, I don't know, it just felt so different than how it is now. I feel like everyone's so angry. I miss when it was just whimsical like that. You know what I mean? How long have you been watching them? Since I saw Dan first. I remember the very first video of his that I saw was the hamster video where he was telling a story about his childhood hamster. So however old that video is, so like 2010, 2011. Lynn, have you ever met another ace content creator in real life? I have not. I really want to, though. I really, really want to. I was talking about this yesterday of, like, just how lonely content creation can be. Which, you know, it is what it is, especially when people live in different states and have day jobs and all that kind of stuff. So it's understandable. I'm hopefully going to be collaborating with some people next week on Asexual Awareness Week, so I'm hoping that'll happen. I just planned out all of the content that I'm going to be doing for Asexual Awareness Week, so that's going to be fun. And then, yeah, just plugging away, trying to be a full-time content creator. I'm so excited about it. And I'm just like, oh shit, like, now I actually have to make sure that Lynn Saga does well. But yeah. I'm so happy that all of you are here and that all of you were with me and have supported me the last 5 years in all of my inconsistency. And now I'm putting all of my eggs in this content basket and acting basket and betting on myself, which is horrifying. And I don't think I could ever fully do this if I was still working a job. Ever. So I'm excited about being consistent, and hopefully, I don't know, I would love to have 1 million subscribers this time next year. Put it down. In a year from now, 10/15/2026, Lynn Saga will have 1 million subscribers. This Saga cast was inspired by Dr. Pepper. What's the worst that could happen? I think I did. No, I had a 0 sugar Baja Blast in here. Aces unite. Yes. Okay, everyone. I want to be a mechanic. That would be cool. Listen, everyone always needs a mechanic. Sponsor. I do need to get some sponsorships, I'm not gonna lie. I need to work on that. Thank you all so much for being here and what's the word? Humoring me by watching this video with me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna go do what I gotta do. I have some filming I have to do, and yeah. Honestly, they just inspired me. I'm so happy. I'll see y'all. I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will see y'all